Hello, my archfiends of chaos. It's your king of knife. It's Valentine EX Turk, and we're gonna be doing another Final Fantasy 15 segment. This is actually goes under the category of a theory and list thing. To list all, maybe not all, but the most top secrets that the Nifelhime Empire has. And again, this will also go to fan theory because this will also continue on my fan canon about Messenger Ifrit, which we'll get there in a minute. Right now, we're talking about all the secrets that the Nifelheim Empire has kept from the general public. First, Idolus, Emperor Idolus Outercap, the Grand Emperor of the Nifelheim Empire, has already turned himself into the demon Theroy before the game. Now, he hasn't transformed into him yet, but he has the power of Theroy already in him. Even at his peace treaty signing with King Regis in King's Glaive. So, yes, that's a big secret of the Nifelheim Empire, that Idolus Outercap is actually a demon, which will explain why he lived so long. Like, he was already an old man in the newspaper with Morius Lucius Caelium, Regis's father and Noctis's grandfather. So he was already an old man. So the minute he met Arden Azunia and learned about the Star Scourge, which, again, Idolus don't actually know the source of the Star Scourge. Idolus turned himself into a demon before the events of King's Glaive. So, thus, he was already Theroy in the beginning. Number 2, possible secret of the Nifelheim Empire. Arden Azunia, or Arden Lucius Caelium, or whatever you want to call him, the Jealous King, had a secret bodyguard that not even Idolus knew about. Because if Idolus knew about this bodyguard that's possibly stronger than him, he would have had that bodyguard killed. Because that bodyguard was Ifrit in a messenger form. So messenger form Ifrit was Arden Azunia's secret bodyguard that only answered to Arden Azunia. Only when he's in the messenger form. When Ifrit's in his astral form, he's Arden's teacher, took Arden under his wings. So, in messenger form, just like the messengers play a huge part in everybody's lives, just like how Gentiama was Lunafreya's secretary and bodyguard. Arden's secret bodyguard was Ifrit in the messenger form. And even Idolus didn't know about this. Because if Idolus would have knew about this, not only the bodyguard version of Ifrit would get killed, but Arden's bodyguard would be killed. But there'd also be a court order for Idolus would have put a court order to also execute Arden for keeping this away from him, which would be treason of the Nifelheim Empire. Not only Arden would be stripped of his rank, but he would be ordered killed. But of course, Arden can't die unless it's. But Idolus would keep trying to push the issue because that would be technically treason to the Nifelheim Empire, and especially having someone stronger than the Emperor. Because Idolus is one of those types that doesn't want anyone stronger than him. Though, third secret of the Nifelheim Empire. Ravus is actually stronger than Idolus. Maybe not at the level of Arden yet. But, and that's because Arden's immortality. If Arden didn't have immortality, Ravus could possibly beat Arden if Arden didn't have his immortality. But Ravus' Nox Foray is actually become stronger than Idolus Outercap. And that's why, if you pay attention to the boss fights, Idolus was a lot easier in the form of Theroy than Ravus was when Ravus turned to Ontaria Ravus. Ravus is actually stronger than Idolus and close to Arden's level. So that's number 3. Number 4 secret of the Nifelhime Empire. Number 4 secret. Arden's immortality. Arden only disclosed his immortality to Noctis. Even though Idolus knew Arden was a demon and he was part of the Star Scourge because Arden told him that much, Arden never mentioned his immortality to Idolus. And that's why he was able to keep Idolus on his chain, because Idolus didn't feel threatened by Arden. By acting like he could be killed. Thus, Idolus didn't feel threatened, so Arden was able to use his good charm and his charisma to manipulate Idolus to do whatever he wanted him to do. So Arden never disclosed his immortality as the 4th secret. Number 5th secret. Loki and Coriolanus has a past together. So he is either Coriolanus' son, which would make more sense to me because they look alike. Brown hair, blue eyes, and they know each other. In fact, Loki knows more about Kor than Noctis and them. In fact, he was only focused on getting revenge on Kor for some reason. So maybe there's a father and son fallout. Maybe Loki was attached to his mother, and in the divorce, ended up hating his father, Coriolanus. Which, again, this whole video is fan theory, but then speculation. So Loki and Coriolanus knows each other. Let's see. Number 5th secret. That's in the Nifelhime Empire. Of course, it's not really a secret anymore to the fan base, but to the world of Eos, Verstal is Prompto's father. The guy who created the Magitech engines and the Magitech soldiers? Yes, that guy, the old guy who addressed Ravus as High Commander in that one cutscene, that is Prompto's father. So Prompto is more related to the Nifelhime Empire. And there was always something special about Prompto, and now we know. Because he was never part of the Royal Guards, like Ignis and Gladiolus, we knew that there's got to be a deeper story for Prompto. And you know what? Now we know the deeper story between Prompto. Prompto is actually a Magitech, is a Magitech human himself. So maybe, I don't know, it could be possible. But as a fan theory, he could probably have a transformation like Idolus has. But Prompto doesn't want to use it, and that's probably why Prompto's nature is more peaceable and doesn't like to fight, and why he's a pacifist and doesn't like to fight a whole bunch, and why he's more weaker need in the part of the group, because he probably knows how much of a dangerous weapon he can be. That's why he was flipping out when Noctis found out. But Noctis accepted him anyways, because Noctis is a good-hearted human being, because Noctis is like King Regis. So, but yes, Prompto is actually a Nifelheim experiment before he got adopted, and was also the son of the great scientist Verstal Argentum. So that's another. I guess it's number 5 or 4. I lost count now. You can laugh at me. I lost count. Let's see. Another secret of the Nifelheim Empire. Glocka was actually pretty much the face of tyranny. Pretty much Glocka did all the killings. Glocka killed King Regis. Killed Queen Silva. Killed Claris. And pretty much did most of the killings for the Nifelheim Empire. Idolus only gave the court order, but Glocka did everything gladly, and that's because Idolus promised Glocka, or should I say his real name, Titus Tronicus, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't seen King's Leg, Tystronicus wanted his home back, and Idolus promised him it if he did all the dirty work for the Nifelhime Empire. So all the mass killings were from General Glocka, and hence why General Glocka's hands are stained with more blood than any of the Nifelhime Empire members. Oh, I guess Idolus's hands would be stained with blood because he did give the order, and I guess if you give an order to your soldiers to do that, there's as much blood in your hands as everybody else. But nonetheless, yes, that's another Nifelhime Empire secret, that General Glocka was the face of evil. Until Arden decides to show his true self, which is later on. So, I'm trying to think of another secret. I guess I'd be 5th or 6th. We'll go ahead and call it 6. 7. Let's see. The Nifelhime Empire has kidnapped regular human beings and tried to fuse them into demons and put metal in them, which makes the Magitech soldiers you see. So just like Shinra, they kidnap innocent people and do awful experiments with them, just like Shinra, which explains the similarities to Shinra and the Nifelhime Empire. And if Final Fantasy 15 universe is connected to Final Fantasy 7, this could also be where Shinra got the idea. If you believe in that canon, if you believe in the canon where Final Fantasy 7 is connected to 15, this is where it could be possible Shinra got that idea from, or that Shinra could have rised out of the Nifelhime Empire. That's if you believe they're connected. But nonetheless, just like Shinra, they take innocent people, fuse them with demons, and put metal on them, and turn them into the Magitech soldiers you see, with no morality, blinking an eye. And even the public can't challenge the Nifelhime Empire, because the Nifelhime Empire has control over a lot of territories, even before King Regis gave them even more control over their territories. You know, Nifelheim has already taken over Alticia, Tenebrae, and even that desert place where that royal tomb is, and other territories, before King Regis gave his territories to Idolus Outercat. So I guess number 8 will be of the Nifelheim, the secrets to the Nifelheim Empire. Number 8 would be Prompto is one of their experiments, which we already know. When I said that Verstal experimented with his son before giving his son up, because Prompto was a failed experiment, and knowing Verstal already, Verstal probably, just was disappointed, so he gave the child up to another family because he was a failure. And, Verstal being the Nifelheim scientist, just as cold as Idolus in Arden. Number 9, Verstal has a demon form as well. Just like Idolus, except he probably did it right after Idolus did, because Idolus wanted to be in command. Idolus was, technically Arden was the first to transform into, because Arden was a Star Scourge. But, I'd say out of, turning himself into something, Idolus was the first. So pretty much Verstal would have taken the idea. So just in case he was down to his last part of his life, which he probably knew that he would have to eventually go up against Prompto, his son, or even worse, the brothers with Noctis. So he probably understood that he would probably have to go up against them someday. So he'd do the same thing Idolus did, just to keep himself strong enough to take out, Noctis and the brothers. And number 10 secret of the Nifelheim Empire. Arden Azunia orchestrated all the wars between Insomnia and the Nifelheim Empire by spoon feeding Idolus that the crystal would be in Insomnia, and the power of the crystal could get in anything he wants, even the world. And Idolus was like, you know what? Let's go take over Insomnia. So those are at least 10 secrets of the Nifelheim Empire that the rest of the world doesn't know. And may the crystal be with you. Where is that?